Hey, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We're getting to Wednesday, December 27th NBA slate. 6 games on the board for the NBA tonight. Earlier, or I should say last night, we got into the bowl games a little bit more college football-wise. Tomorrow we'll have out all our NFL stuff as well. So a lot of things going on here this week between Christmas and New Year's as always. But we'll get started with the NBA tonight. 76ers at the Magic. Magic 2.5-point home favorite, 229 total. This line's also floated around 3. No Joel Embiid tonight. So that's the reason why I think the 76ers aren't favored. Okay, so the 76ers, even though they couldn't have shot the ball any worse, especially Tyrese Maxey, who went 0 for 9 in the first half, 4 for 20 for the game against the Heat on Christmas Day. They still almost beat the Heat. So I think they've got enough here to beat the Magic at home, but we are going to take the little bit of points here. We got a 76ers plus a half first quarter, plus 1 first half. We did grab it at plus 3 for the game. 76ers over 111.5 team total. Without Embiid, they run even more. Franz Wagner over 34.5 par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined. Maxey over 29.5 points and over 3.5 three-pointers made. I don't think he can repeat as bad as he was the other night, so therefore we're going to ride the point total. We think his shooting tonight should be fantastic. Even though the Magic do play pretty good defense, I just think tonight he's going to be able to rock and roll with this. So one more time, 76ers, Magic in Orlando. 76ers plus a half first quarter, plus 1 first half, plus 3 for the game. Over 111.5 team total for the 76ers. Wagner over 34.5 par for the Magic. Points, assists, rebounds combined. Maxey over 29.5 points and over 3.5 three-pointers made. Next game up, Raptors, Wizards. So two of the teams I necessarily never seem to like a side or have a great feel for, are side or total. The Wizards, who were the best over team early in the season, now a lot of games have come under. Not necessarily because they're playing better defense, it's because their shooting offense is getting even worse. So like I said, Raptors going to DC, an 8-point favorite on the road, 241. We are going to stay away from total inside. 1 player, 2 player props. Scotty Barnes over 22.5 points and over 1.5 three-pointers made. He crushed this his last time out. You know, he hits the over 22.5 points about 7 out of every 10 games. So we'll take that in most spots. I'll be really honest with you. So the key is for him to hit a couple threes. That's why we bet the over 1.5 three-pointers made. If he hits a couple threes, he cruises past this number. If he struggles from 3, sometimes it can be a little tough to get to that number. But the Wizards aren't putting up like stellar defense to get there either. So it should be pretty easy, we think, for Barnes to cruise past this number and possibly get to 30 points. So Scotty Barnes over 22.5 points and over 1.5 three-pointers made. Next game up, Bucks at the Nets. So this look at the line, last night was the Bucks -3. This line has went up to 7.5. It was 3.5 yesterday. Now it's up to 7.5. So a lot of people out for the Nets. Cam Johnson's out. Sexton. Apologize here. Nick said, their center's out. So the Bucks go from a 3.5-point favorite to a 7.5-point favorite. Total of 240. Cam Thomas is still playing. So Cam Thomas, I'm sure, will throw up 75 shots. Mikal Bridges, he's not on the injury report, so we assume he's going to play. But there wasn't a lot of props for him here lately. There was early, but anyway, we'll get to what we got here. So we did take the Bucks -2.5 first quarter. We took an alternate line on FanDuel of -2.5 first half, and then 3.5 for the game. I'm not comfortable at that 7.5 number. I'm just telling you right now, something weird always seems to happen with the Bucks when the lines go nuts like this. So we will take them on -2.5 first quarter, -2.5 first half, and -3.5 for the game. Giannis over 32.5 points and over 11.5 rebounds. Bridges over 1.5 three-pointers made. And Lillard over 3.5 three-pointers made in that game. So one more time in this Bucks-Nets game. Bucks -2.5 first quarter and first half. -3.5 for the game. Giannis over 32.5 points. Mikal Bridges over 1.5 threes. Lillard over 3.5 threes. Giannis over 11.5 rebounds. Next game up, Suns at the Rockets. Rockets a 3-point home dog to the cold as ice Suns, 225 total. Somebody explain this one to me, will you? How can the Suns be favored here? It seems it's a weird line to me. The Rockets are one of the better home teams in the league, as they only have 3 losses at home all season long. The Suns have just outright sucked. Whether it was against the Mavs at home on Christmas night or multiple games before that, they lost to Portland at Portland. We don't think the Rockets are going to win. We love the Rockets in this situation. We'll ride those Rockets all the way out. Rockets plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 1.5 first half, and plus 3 for the game. Van Vliet over 18.5 points and Booker under 7.5 assists. So one more time in this Rockets-Suns game, Rockets plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 1.5 first half, plus 3 for the game. Van Vliet over 18.5 points. Booker under 7.5 assists on that one for that game there. Next game up, though, we're a little bit more involved in this next one here. Knicks Thunder. Thunder coming off a back-to-back. Knicks got a day off playing Christmas Day at home. Now they travel to OKC. OKC, 3-point favorite, 240 total. This is not your last 25 years of Knicks teams. This Knicks team likes to run it up. Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett seem to be the ones, the driving force behind here. No Mitchell Robinson, so no shot blocker in the middle. So I see a lot of SGA running around, creating opportunities for Chet Holmgren and Peeps, along with himself. So we do like the Thunder here, even though it is a back-to-back, but it's a back-to-back home game. So Thunder minus 1.5 first quarter, first half, and minus 3 for the game. Holmgren over 17.5 points, over 2.5 blocks. We also like Jalen Brunson over 26.5 points and RJ Barrett over 17.5 points. And then SGA over 2.5 steals. I think the team total's pushing on this one. I mean, they're getting the Thunder all of a sudden are getting like mid 120s, and that's a big number for a team total. So probably going to stay away from that one. We didn't play it as of yet, but we'll give you this Thunder Knicks game one more time. Thunder minus 1.5 first quarter, minus 1.5 first half, minus 3 for the game. Holmgren over 17.5 points and over 2.5 blocks. SGA over 2.5 steals, which is big plus money. Jalen Brunson over 26.5 points. RJ Barrett over 17.5 points. Last game of the day, Cavs, Mavs, Luka putting up the 50 on Christmas Day against the Suns. They come back home to play the Cavs. Mavericks are a 3-point favorite, 232 total. The one thing I do know in this particular matchup is there is no rim protection on the inside for the Mavericks, right? Jarrett Allen has been playing well for the Cavs. We're not going to play a side or a total on this one, but we do have some player props. Couple of Jarrett Allens. Jarrett Allen over 16.5 points at even money, over 10.5 rebounds. And Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes. So I see a lot of double team on Jarrett Allen, kick out to Donovan Mitchell for a 3-pointer, or Jarrett Allen just getting one-on-one and going to work. So it's kind of what we see in this particular matchup. Luka's point total is at 36.5. I think he ends right around 36, 37. So we're not gonna play that one. There's no value there. If it was at 32.5, we would have hammered away on it, but no value necessarily on that one. His par bet, which we like to play quite a bit, is over 50. It's 57.5. I mean, we're getting kind of out of control here on some of those Luka numbers, but the book's just begging you almost to please take the under. But anyway, in this Cavs-Mavs game, Jarrett Allen over 16.5 points, over 10.5 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 3-pointers made. So I mentioned this maybe before. At the end of every episode of the show we do, there will be a link in the comment section to what we call our Google Sheet, which is a ledger of all of our bets. It'll have the bet we made, that we just went over here, what juice we got those at, how many units, what book we placed them at, then also the result. You can check out yesterday if you want to. We had a monster yesterday in the NBA. College football's been very, very good to us so far, except for the opening few games. We've seemed to get everything dialed in there. Or if you want to check out NFL as well. So football and basketball are the two things going on now. So if you want to check out either of those, all the bets that we have going on, we've already got quite a few football bets, for example, for the NFL for Thursday night, if you wanted to check those out. So feel free. That's what the Google Sheets are there for. It's hard to write down every damn bet we go over because we do volume on this one here. It's our blueprint on how we make money, but over 1,600 units up in basketball, up over 2,400 units in football. Baseball coming around before we know it. We had 7,500 unit season on that one. I will be honest with you, if you're watching this basketball video, more power to you. The NBA and baseball and college football are probably much easier to bet on the NFL. The books have the NFL so dialed in, there's not a ton of value normally one way or the other. So they make it hard for the value better, makes it a little tough. We're looking for value, and then obviously how we handicap the game. So sometimes we might not have the perfect, a lot of value on a certain bet, but we know, for example, Van Vliet's going to score 20. I mean, that's not a lot of value over 18.5, but we're pretty confident that he's going to get to the 20 point. Same thing with like Giannis rebounds tonight, same type of thing. Like he's not going to put up probably 20 rebounds, but is he going to get to 12 probably in the third quarter? More than likely. So just a little on that. So, and also if you can subscribe and get notifications to our YouTube channel, so when we drop our bets, you get those first. Makes life really simple. Once you've subscribed and turn those notifications on, you'll get a notification to your phone or device to let you know sports bets for free as drops some new bets. Match them up with your bets. Give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window so we can go make some money. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.